What up YouTube, Ace here. I'm bringing you a new video. This is something a bit different. This is my good old Xbox One, my original Xbox One. This is the day one edition Xbox One. You might have seen the video where I was doing some stupid overheat and stopping it for overheating, but I'm gonna go ahead and clean it. And well, the problem is with these old school Xbox Ones, this scratches up completely, and the reason that this is all scratched up is because I've put a controller on top here. You might have done the same thing as well. Put my pad on top here. Sometimes put my external hard drive on top of here as well. And when things, this is extremely, I hate why they add glossy plastic to these things. And I'm gonna go ahead and clean it. The reason I'm cleaning it is because I decided to go out, get myself some wood. And this isn't normal wood. This is a wood skin. So I'm gonna reskin my console today. So I've got my wood here. We've got my panels here, all for the Xbox One, to go ahead and clean it. It does come with an alcohol little thing, and there's some experience thing as well. But that's the thing for the controller. I don't want to skin my controller, but I am going to skin the console. And you have a few panels here. You get the main panel here. This panel I believe is going to go right around here. And you've got this panel here. You've got the small panel. You got the big panel. So you've got the small panel, which I believe it's going to have a little cutout for this part here. This is what is this thing? Let's have a look here. So this panel here is going to go right there because I've got a cutout right there for the button, and this panel over here is going to go around here somewhere. So I've got this other panel. This panel goes. So always good to plan these things out. So these are just strips I've got here. So if you can see in the light, these are strips, and these will figure out where exactly these things go. But these are a pretty good little thing to do. So I mean, if you've got a console and you get scratched, I mean, you can always go out and get a skin the first thing you do. And I've got a brush, and you can see all the dirt that builds up in these things as well, and all this dust. I hate dust, and the reason I'm sneezing a bit here is because it's dust. I hate dust so much. It's extremely annoying, and it's making me sneeze because I'm allergic to this stupid stuff. Pretty bad dust allergies. You hate when you get dust and it into your nose and you start sneezing like a crazy bad man. So go ahead and get a toothbrush here. So just a basic toothbrush, just to clean out this grill completely here. It's always good to clean, have some ventilation in your console. So that's what we'll do, is overheat the console so you can see all this dust. It's coming off. I'm going to clear ahead and clean the rest of this thing as well. So we can do all of that after. We're not going to skin the top part, but you can see all these scratches here on the console. So you turn into the light, you can see all those scratches and all those marks. That's pretty bad. And instead of using the alcohol, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves some Mr. Sheen. The reason I'm going to do this first is because it will be a lot better, and it will give it a little clean. Just a bit of Mr. Sheen here. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this up here and apply the first panel to my Xbox One. So this is the panel here. Take it off. I'm going to go and just check to see. It's going to be this way because it's got the little cutouts here. So I'm going to poke through the little hole here. Can I poke through the hole? I'm not sure if I can. So there you go. Went ahead, punched out the little holes. I'm going to go ahead and place this exactly right. It's okay if you don't get it right the first time round. I'm actually going to do this for this side here. I believe where the logo is, so I can center everything. And once it's down, then I can just go through. Sure, we'll get no bubbles on this thing. It's really frustrating, these things are. Okay, let's just kneel down here so I can center this. Come on, baby. And I'm one of the sort of people that have got OCD, so I get everything just perfect. And it's extremely frustrating when you can't get it perfect. So go ahead and go this side here. Turn it around. And center this. Looks okay. And let's put it down here. See how that lines up. So that is good. The lines are good. I've left some gapping there. And there is some bubbling that's going on here, and what we're going to do to get rid of all this little bubbling that's in here, we'll grab ourselves a little trusty little tool, and my tool that I'm using is a hairdryer. We'll go ahead and unbox this hairdryer. You can get any sort of hairdryer. I'm using a 2200 watt hairdryer. So this one right here. So got my hairdryer here. This is a 2200 watt hairdryer. Go ahead and plug it in. Get this done properly. So I might just skin this here. And just apply the heat. So I'm turning up and down here. So evenly applying the heat, and it should help me get rid of those air bubbles. Okay. Just touch this up. You can see there's little bubbles here, everywhere here. Extremely annoying getting rid of these bubbles. You can see some huge bubbles in here. Might just actually remove this and then reapply it again. So let's have a look here at bubbles here. So I'm gonna go like this. That should help me get rid of this. Hey guys, so we are back. I went ahead, used the hairdryer. So I put on the skin on top of here. You hit it with the hairdryer. I had to re-peel it back off just to get the positioning right, and then hairdryer and carefully move myself towards the edges, and it is completely clean, no bubbles whatsoever. I also went ahead and I did the second glossy part, which always gets scratched, which is this part right here. There is a part right here I'm thinking about actually covering up. I did actually left over with some spare bits here, so I've got a couple of spare bits here as well. There's one bit here, but I was thinking about cutting off this bit and covering up the entire glossy part, because this is the part that always gets scratched, and also covering up this part as well, so it looks like a flow-through sort of design where it's just covering over the top. But I want to make sure I get rid of all these edges if I'm going to do that as well. I could just leave it complete, but definitely this glossy bit I might just go ahead and cover that bit up. And I did actually think about leaving this part like the black, the matte, because just pick your spots. I went ahead and I did cover up this matte part because I thought it looked nice to cover up this, because you get this entire skin and you think to yourself, I want to use all of it, but sometimes you have to just hold back and then pick the parts that you want to use. There's also this part back I've got left as well, so all these little bits I've got left, so I may go ahead and use these up just to cover up all these little lines across here, and so on and so forth. But yeah, so far it looks great. Great way to freshen up your old console. I mean, I barely use my Xbox One, but I feel that it just deserved a little skin on top of it because it just blended well with my sort of furnishings. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And you can go ahead and get yourself a skin and go ahead and design up your console, and it's just to match your decor. But yeah, great application here, and so far I'm happy with the way it looks. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe. Peace out.